Good Thursday evening, everyone. How you doing? Hope everybody has been having a great week. Here in Ontario, weather's getting better. We're in the pluses, very low pluses, like 4, 5, that kind of thing. But it's still not negative, so that's a good thing. If you watch my little video I did this morning, it's not on YouTube. It was in our group and on Facebook. I've been getting ready to spring clean upstairs. So I've been patching up marks and holes and dents on the walls to repaint those and cleaning baseboards. And then I'm going to paint them and paint my hall. And then I'm going to spring clean, a big time spring clean, and that includes down here. So this is going to be at least a couple of weeks worth of work, but I will get it done. But anyway, I was surfing YouTube the other day and yesterday, and I saw this gentleman who I think he doesn't work in resin. He's not a resin artist, but I think he makes like those miniature villages, miniature things like that. And he came up with a great idea for making ocean water, lake water, whatever, looking more realistic with waves. And I thought I'd love to give this a try and see if it works. And resin over top of that, doing an ocean pour. Hi, Coco. My kitty's down here visiting, and she usually never comes down, which you know that, but she is getting older. She's 12 now, so I think she just likes a lot of attention. I'll be out. You go, I'll be out. Anyway, so we're going to give that a try. This is going to be in a couple of parts. I'm not sure if I'll just save it and put them all together and put it up, or if I'll just do it part 1, part 2, which I might do. Okay, so what we're using is we are going to use glue mixed with water so it thins it out. And Tyne, don't hate me, but we're going to use toilet paper. And the reason I said Tyne, don't hate me is because for any of you in Australia, and actually I hear it's happening in quite a few places right now because of this virus. Australia has run out of toilet paper. They have a major toilet paper shortage right now. And it just brought to mind that a few months ago, they were having a potato chip shortage. So, I don't know, guys, seriously, what do you do in Australia? Really? Anyway, okay, so this is what we're going to do. So, come on down and we'll get this started. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put glue. It's just white school glue, wood glue, in here. And we're going to add some water to thin it out. Give it a good stir so that it thins it out. We're going to use one of my rounds by my wood guy. And see how this works out. I think I need a bit more water. It's still kind of clumpy. Give it a good stir. And then what I'm going to do is figure out where I want my beach to be. So I'm thinking the top half here will be beach. So what you do first is you put on a thin layer of the glue mixture, which is just, as I said, white wood glue, white school glue, and mixed with water so that it's a thinner consistency. Okay, so now I start, oops, got a little yucky there. I'm going to start layering the toilet paper. Down. And it doesn't matter if your toilet paper has a pattern in it. And I'll show you why in a moment. Now, one thing he didn't say whether his was 2-ply or 1-ply, and mine's 2-ply, and that piece just wanted to come apart, but I don't think that matters because of how I do the next part. Okay, I'm going to cut this one because I'm right at the edge. Okay, so now you take more of this and dab it, paint it onto the toilet paper. So it's completely saturated. Sorry, Tyne. I know you're looking at this with such envy. Aren't you? I could be using that. But by the time I sent you toilet paper, sweetie, by the time it would get to you guys in Australia, you and my wonderful, wonderful friend Melissa, oh dear. You'd probably, you know, have found something else to use by then. Okay, now you just continue putting down more toilet paper. I'll just cut off what hangs over the side. When it's all dry. Don't mind me, guys. I'm laying toilet paper. I'm playing with toilet paper. Okay, so we are basically covered. One little spot. Okay, so now, like the first layer. Yeah, see, I don't think his was 2-ply because his wasn't wanting to pick up like this unless I just haven't added enough water. So let's see if that makes a difference. It's a hair. not really, but that's okay. Because then we are going to put another layer over top of this, which will go faster. So I'm not too worried about what the bottom layer looks like. Okay, almost there, guys. Okay, gonna water it down a little bit more for the next layer, because it will definitely stick to itself anyway, right? I know this has got to be boring, right? Watching me rip toilet paper. Oh. But if this works, it's going to be kind of cool, isn't it? Okay, what I think I might do is give this a bit of a roll, will it? No, not without ripping it, not that one. Do I not have something else I could roll? I thought I did. Okay, let's try this. Flatten it down. Well, you know, I could have done it just with my hands, but my hands are a little sticky too, so I would have pulled it back up. Okay, so now you can do this as many layers as you want, but since this is the first time I've done this, I think I'll just stick to the 2 layers. So what I'm doing now is just saturating it with the glue mixture, which again, if you're just joining us, it is glue, wood glue, white school glue, whatever you have like that, paste glue, and water, and thin it to about this consistency. And the second layer's working better, not wanting to come up as much. So now what he did was decide where you want your waves, okay? There's some air under this, so If I can break them out, which would be good. Okay, so decide where you want your waves. Okay, so up by the sand, I'm definitely going to want more waves. So I'm going to push the paper up into a little pile in where I want the waves. Okay? And then I think the second set of waves would be right about here and probably a little bigger. More force behind them. Right? And then the third, you just do the waves where you want them, how you want them. No. Maybe add a little bit more water to your brush, well, glue mixture. Okay, so this is, I think, where I want all my waves. And try to remember to do them kind of in the direction that the water is going. You don't, you know, in an ocean, the water is going in one direction unless, of course, it's, you know, a vortex. So you want your waves to go in that direction. You don't want to have waves looking like they're going this way and waves coming this way, because that's not the way it really looks. You want to have your waves, right? Because then they come back under. So there we go. I'll cut this off. This is where you leave it now. You leave it right here and let it dry. Okay, sorry. There was a clump, so I might as well use it as a little wave, right? I'm going to let this dry now, and hopefully it will be dry by tomorrow. And then the next step, I'm going to paint the waves, okay, around them, under here where it's a bit darker. Paint under the white, because that's not what the ocean would look like. And then we'll do the sand and our resin, okay? But the second stage is paint. So this is going to be in a three-parter. But the good news, because I may use these, I had donated to the fire in Australia cause a while back, and was told that I had won a prize, which was very, very nice. That's not why I entered by any means, but that's okay. Hey, who am I to argue with winning something? And I won from Artie Sue these amazing pens, and look at the colors. Could they be any more perfect for an ocean theme at all? These are stunning, just beautiful, and I think I will be using them on here, so I'm going to leave them down here because this will be my next. So thank you very much, Artie Sue. I so appreciate it. She told me a while back that I had won, but that shows you that, because it's been weeks and I'd forgotten all about it. And my husband brought the mail home today and it was there. So I'm very, very appreciative. Thank you, sweetie. So anyway, guys, so this is, I'll bring you down. and show you what it looks like up close, which is nothing pretty by any means, but that gives you an idea of how we are making toilet paper waves. And again, Tyne, I'm very, very sorry. If you want, I can mail you some. But look at how long this took to get to me. Do you know how long that's going to take to get to you? Yeah. They're not going to believe for 1 minute that I'm mailing toilet paper. They'll hold it in customs thinking it's I've somehow, you know, got some drug in here. Oh, and that's what, remember I said, if you've got the pattern one like me, don't worry about it. The minute you add the mixture to it, goes away completely. So there you go. So I'm going to go wash my brush so that I can use it again. And you guys have a wonderful Thursday. And if I don't see you this weekend, I'm hoping this will be dry enough to paint tomorrow, but we'll see. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.